town, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first of three here on this Thanksgiving Day, set for a good one. The Packers and the Lions underway in Detroit. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
On the set. Check, Panther.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
19 Lions. Go.
2nd and 9 now. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, Jones. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Watch it, 6. Claude red. Blue striker.
Throwing is far. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10.
62 blaster. Slide 2. Green jack. Cut.
Now Favre. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 6. Madden. Field black. Red, yellow. Ready?
And they go play action with Favre. That's taken in by Watson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check mash, check mash. Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The Lions at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming up with a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. An inside give to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Cycle. Black jump. Black ultra. Ready.
Favre. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Packers are once again back in front. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those?
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Shot, 17. Blaster, 6. Ready.
To throw is far. He'll find DeGuara complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Here's Favre to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, 56 yards. And the Packers have yet again retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Yellow, go.
Back to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
19 tight, 19 tight.
2nd and 4. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give right side for Gibbs. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 178 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option,
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Lucas Van Ness in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Let's go now.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready?
Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Williams, the man in motion left.
Ready?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they will decline that penalty, and that's going to force a 4th and goal.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big run there by Jones. 44 yards. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Black Ultra. Grill green. Red cycle. Fury yellow. Smash red. Hut.
From the gun, it's Favre.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Doubs.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're saying. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown. And Ross St. Brown, 31 yards. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ready. Slide through. Green gap. Set.
1st and 10, it's Favre. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Red, yellow. Blue, go. Right, white.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not
certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Tag! Street! Street! Kevin Pirates! Kevin Pirates! Let go!
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hey, check that, street, street.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Red, cycle. Shoot, yellow. Smash, red.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
God red. Blue stripe. White blue.
From the shotgun, it's Favre. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On the set.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
A check down here to Jones.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. Ready.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
19 Lions. Mustang 19. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
That's complete to Laporta.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Head off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7.
215 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
2nd and 6. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 6 yards away. And the Lions have moved out in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Red, yellow. White, white. Needle blue. Black shot. Ready.
Throwing is far. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Favre. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Ready?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Drill green. Red, cycle. Fury, yellow. Ready.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Got it. Ready? Shot alert. Shot alert. Ready.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down.
Hurt. Ready.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Man, 222 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
18, high there. 18, Rattler. It's trap 60, trap 60. Go.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Blue strike. Ready?
To throw is Favre. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Come on, 38. Slide through. Stay.
And they go play action with Favre. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, red, 6, mega. Steel, black.
Favre. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Favre to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Got it. Ready.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Favre on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Reload. Check mash.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
232 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Hey, check that. Check Bobcat.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or you just... Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
79 Broncos. 70 Ranger. 19 Lions. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Black Ultra. Grill green. Red Cycle.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Black Block. Yellow. Ready.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Dobbs goes in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Favre. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Favre. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Here we go.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Edo Blue. Black Chop. Black Ultra. Grill Green. Hut, hut.
1st and 10, it's Favre. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw again. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Favre. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Blue strike. Strike blue. Blue black. Ready?
On 1st down, Favre.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Here's 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Favre.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the